Hello and welcome to Rattlesnake Workshop. Now today I'm just doing a little video just to show you what audio equipment I have got in my room at the minute, what gear I am testing out at the moment, and just to talk a little bit about the channel as well. So we'll have a little run through what gear I've got. As you can see on the screen, there's quite a lot in here. And this is stuff I'm just testing at the moment, because that is what I do. I am forever changing hi-fi gear and trying out new stuff. I love it. It is my hobby. It is my favourite thing, just playing with audio. I don't watch much TV or anything like that. I am just an audio fanatic. Well, I say I don't watch much TV. I do watch YouTube, and I am a bit of a gamer, so if the telly's on, it would normally be on YouTube, or I will have the console on. But normally, if I'm on the console, I will be testing out a surround sound setup as well, because I am a bit of a fan of a surround sound system. I love a good surround sound system. And they are a good way of testing out your speakers, because sometimes you find speakers might sound really good on an amplifier, on a normal stereo amplifier, but then you put them on a surround sound system and they won't sound very good. So I sort of like doing that. I like testing speakers with normal hi-fi equipment and then get speakers on a surround sound as well, because it's quite surprising what speakers do work really well on a surround sound. Especially some of the vintage speakers, they can work really well as surround sound speakers. So I'll show you this first. This is a Garrard vintage turntable. It's a really nice turntable, this one. This is one, I bought this really cheap because it wasn't working properly, and it has been fully serviced. It's been all oiled up and cleaned, and this thing works perfectly now. It really is a lovely turntable, this. I have got other turntables, but I do like this Garrard one. It's got a really lovely tone to it. It works really nice, this old Garrard. And it is a lovely looking thing. You only need to look at it. It's got a couple of little scratches on the front of the wooden case, but other than that, this thing is in really nice condition. Now next up, I've got a set of these big TDL Studio 10 speakers. Now these are a big monster set of floor standing speakers. If you want bass, these speakers can deliver bass in abundance, and they are quite reasonable to buy. These TDL Studio 10s, for the money you can get a set of them for, they are good speakers. They're not the greatest speakers in the world, but if you want loud and a lot of bass, they are a really good speaker for that. Now next up, there's them Magnats. Now they are from a German company, Magnat, and they are quite a high-end, quite a refined set of speakers. They are different to the TDLs in the fact that they are not really loud. They are nice, detailed, and sound really good, whereas the TDLs just pump bass and really are loud speakers. Next, you can see there, I've got a set of B&W DM7s. Now they are a classy speaker. They can deliver loudness and bass, I'll tell ya, but they are a little bit fussy on what amplifier you put them BWs on. On the wrong amplifier you might think, oh, these speakers aren't doing a lot, but then you put them on the right amplifier, then BWs sound excellent. Now next up there, them three-ways with the black front, they are a very rare set of speakers. They are from France, from a company called Audax, and they are really, really detailed speakers. They are not loud, they are not for pumping the music, they are for serious, detailed listening. So I've got a little Magnat surround speaker in the middle there, and then there is the other audax. Now, I really like these audax speakers because they are such high quality. They sound so good and detailed, but they are not really loud. They are just very refined. So there is the other BW, got the other Magnat over here and the other TDL. The Magnat speaker, that is a really refined, detailed speaker. It is not really loud, but it really has a lot of quality, that Magnat speaker. Whereas that TDL is a bit rough and ready, but it's very loud, them TDLs. They really are. If you're one of them who loves that pumping bass and music really loud, for the money you can buy them TDLs for, they would be right up your street, 'cause they really do kick out a lot of sound. And it is nice sound. They're not a bad speaker, they're a good speaker, but they can really kick out some bass and they can really go loud. So sitting on the top there, I've got an M Audio. Now they are active speakers, so you need to plug them in. They are studio monitors, so they are really detailed. So next we have them silver two-way speakers. Now them speakers are made by Mission, but they are sold and branded as Denon, but they are not Denon, they are Missions. And next, sitting there, them small black ones, they are Wharfedale Modos. They're a nice little set of speakers. I've been playing around with them on a little surround sound system, and they are really good little speaker to get the voices coming out of them. That they sound really nice. They do. They are really clear for a little speaker. They are a good one on a surround system. And there is the other little Wharfedale. And I have been quite impressed by them Wharfedales. On the surround system, for their size, they are really good little speaker, that Wharfedale. Yeah, I was surprised by how much I like them. I really do think they're a good little surround speaker. So there is the other. It's Denon. It's sold as Denon, but I know it's not. It's a Mission speaker. On the little sticker on the back, it says made by Mission right at the bottom. So the other M Audio speakers sitting up there, and they are really detailed, them M Audio. They really are a nice studio monitor. They are quite expensive for a little speaker, but you get what you pay for, and them M Audio speakers are quality. So I'll show you what I've got in my cabinet here. So sitting on the top there, I've got an Arcam Alpha Plus CD player. That is a really nice CD player. That is very detailed and really has good dynamics. Well, you'd expect that from the Arcam company. They are a top company. So that silver one there, that is a Technics SUV2. Now that is a vintage amplifier that I really like. That little Technics there really has a good sound to it. And the black amplifier in there, that is a Sansui A60. That's a nice amplifier. That has got a really good sound to it. So let's turn on the Technics. and then we turn on the Sansui and then turn on the CD player, and I'll play a CD because both these amplifiers have got the VU meters, so I'll just show you them working because they look good, these amplifiers with the VU meters bouncing up and down, especially overnight when it is a bit dark and you're sitting in there and both them meters are bouncing up and down. It does look good. I do like a VU meter on an amplifier. And that Silver Technics there, that SU, they do a whole fleet of that SU range. I have got a few of them. They are good amplifiers. And that Sansui, alright, it's not the greatest Sansui in the world, but it's not as expensive as a really top high-end Sansui, and it still has got a good Sansui sound going for it, that amplifier, so it is a little bit underrated, I think, that A60. And I have seen reviews on YouTube where people say it is no good, but that isn't right. It just needs the right speakers on it. It is a little bit fussy with what speakers you need on it. It doesn't like a lot of speakers, but if you get a set on it that it's a good match with, that little A60 really can deliver a good sound. And I do always think, when I watch people on YouTube reviewing these amplifiers, and a lot of the time they say they are no good, that is because they have just bought it off of eBay. You cannot just buy an amplifier off of eBay and do a review on it and say that is how it sounds, because that is not right. A lot of them amplifiers, especially the vintage ones, if you're buying one off of eBay, you don't know what sort of a life it's had. It might have not had a service for like 20 years, maybe 40 years, some of the earlier amplifiers. So you cannot do a review on an amplifier that has not been cleaned out and serviced for 40 years. Because I do watch YouTube, people get an amplifier straight off of eBay and the next day they are reviewing it. They have done nothing with it. That amplifier could just have one tiny little dodgy solder joint and it will not sound how it should. It could have one pot in it that's just full of dirt and it won't sound how it should. So you can't review stuff if you bought it straight off of eBay. You need to open it up. You need to give it a service and a good clean. Give it a deoxing. Get it cleaned right up. Check all the solder joints on it. Make sure it is all good. And then you can judge it. Once you know that amplifier is 100% good, then you can do a review on it. And you can judge it for its sound. You can't just judge one straight off of eBay. It could be the best amplifier in the world, but if no one's done nothing to it for 40 years, it won't sound very good. It is as simple as that. So that's what this channel is going to be about. We're going to service stuff, deoxing stuff, repair stuff, amplifiers, speakers, turntables, CD players. We're going to do all of it on this channel. We're going to go through stuff, buy stuff not working and then bring it back to life, or buy stuff that is working but it will get checked out and a good service before any reviews are done on it. So I have done another channel, it's called Rattlesnake Vibes, and that channel is going to be where I review all the stuff, we look at all the stuff. But this channel is purely going to be about the servicing, the repairs, the fixing and the cleaning of all the audio equipment that me and my friends get our hands on. So if you like the sound of that and you are interested in seeing stuff brought back to life, then please subscribe to this channel and thank you for watching.